Good morning, 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 good morning. Y'all, it's pretty much 6:30. I know y'all not used to me being on this early, unless I'm doing parking chronicles, but I'm on my way to work. Kingdom Boy, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Ooh, you know what? When I leave, I gotta go down these stairs, right? And what I noticed is, that's how I noticed I don't have my glasses on. Even though I'm looking at myself in the camera, that's how I noticed. Because my perception, the way my vision is set up, stuff looks weird. I didn't see my glasses. Kingdom Boy, you going to a funeral today? I'm sorry. Babe. I'm sorry about that. One of your band members. Wow. Sorry to hear that. Funerals are never fun. I know my mom, she used to always say she didn't like going to funerals because, she wanted the last way that she seen the person to be that way. She didn't want her last memory of the person, of them in a casket. So she would go to the funeral, but she wouldn't go up to the casket to see him. And then when my mom passed, she said that she said she wanted to be cremated. She said, I don't want everybody leaning over me with their stink breath. My mom was funny like that. But I got her cremated. So, I don't think I wanted to see my mom like that either, So I pray that God is with you and the family of the one that you lost today. Funerals are not easy. Losing someone is not easy. Especially if they were close to you. You think about that person all the time and every day. It's not just a one-day thing. It takes time. The pain of losing them, it gets easier as the days go on. It'll never go away, but it'll get easier. Kingdom Boy, I'm in New York too. It is freezing. I just stepped outside. It felt like it's 13 degrees. It's freezing. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get to work. And I got to work outside. But I am never early leaving out for work or anything. So I'm trying something different today. I actually want to get to work super early so that I can start early, so that I can legit leave early. I'm noticing little by little that I am starting not to like my job to the point where I don't want to work there anymore. I don't want to go to work. But I know I have to go to work, but I'd rather not be there. So I haven't been going on live, so I'm let me try to go live today. I've been up to a lot. For those who want to know, mentally, I've been doing pretty good. I got stuff situated so far as with my mom and what happened to her when she was in the hospital. I got all her records sent to my uncle so that he can review them to see if we have a case against the hospital for wrongful death. So I'm coming to terms with those things. So far as anxiety, I haven't felt it. I've been doing really good. So far as my diabetes, I've been doing pretty good. My blood pressure, I've been doing pretty good. It's still at like level 1 hypertension, like it's always over 120. It can be days where it's like 121, it could be 128, and then it's some days where it's 130, you know. So it's still at level 1. I still have medication that I'm taking for it, but I'm gonna need to go to the doctor because it's obvious that the medication isn't helping. It's pretty much like I'm taking placebo pills, because in honesty, it's not doing anything for me at all. Like, it's not even lowering it like it was in the beginning, because it's such a baby dosage anyway. And work is fine. I've been doing work really, really fast. And I've been doing work really fast. Well, some days, you know, I don't take breaks. You know, I told you I barely take breaks. So I've been taking breaks and just relaxing, not rushing myself. And I've been focusing on content for my channel. I've been shooting videos. I've been trying to edit. I've been doing a lot of stuff surrounding my channel so far as content. I have a lot of videos that I have to put out, but I'm trying to put out, like I said before, I try to put out stuff that's relevant. Like, so if somebody challenges me to something, I try my best to do those challenges right away, because, you know, you have a certain time limit. You know, not pressure from the person, but for the algorithm. Like, if a lot of people are doing these challenges, you know, you need to do them when they're presented to you. You know, you can't do them later on. So I'm trying my best to, you know, edit the videos that are part of challenges, as well as things that, you know, I think are fun and that people want to see. I have enough subscribers. I have 500 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. If I do not get back to you right away, you know, I have a million reasons and things that I'm doing. Like I said, I'm trying really hard. I'm focusing on my content. I'm recording. That was one of my daughter's teachers. Yeah, I know how I feel about that situation. I cannot for the life of me find any lip gloss right now, and I feel like my lips are so crusty. And I have so many lip glosses, and I don't know where any one of them are right now. And I know I put them all in one area. So annoying. But yeah, I'm trying my best to put out the content when it's presented, and I'm able to look at the algorithm now, and I'm seeing that the majority of my followers or my subscribers are women between the ages of 35 and 55. So now that I know my audience, I kind of know what kind of things are gonna be looked at. That's gonna be looked at and enjoyed. So yeah, I have some content coming out. I have a lot of content coming out. I have some challenges that I did yesterday. I did a no mirror makeup challenge, and I actually ran out of makeup remover. So I kind of still have some eyeliner on my eyes that for some reason I cannot get rid of. So also I've been in talks with some other YouTuber, and there has been talks of maybe meeting up for a little meet and greet, which I think will be super cool. So we're gonna talk about that more later, and hopefully, you know, we'll be able to come together and have a really good time. This person's an idiot. Idiot. Why would you double park right here where you could barely drive around? So dumb. So let me see. Yeah, so far it's 6:36. They don't believe me. It's early. I can't believe I'm out early, y'all. I feel really good today. I feel really positive, in a positive mood. I don't have time for any negativity today. I'm just trying to make it to work safely. I just wanted to check in and let those of you who are subscribed to my channel know what's been going on with me, what I've been up to, why I haven't been going live, because originally I wanted my challenges to be live, but I really do love the aspect of editing and being able to zoom in on certain people's faces so that you can see the reactions that people are having when they're trying certain things. So, you know, I chose to do a couple of my challenges off camera, well, offline, you know, that way that I can edit the material. But I'm gonna definitely get back into doing live challenges. We have another challenge that we need to do. I have a personal challenge that I'm gonna call people out on that I'm gonna record offline, and then I have another challenge that I'm actually going to record on live. So I do have another live coming up. I believe I'm gonna try to do it on Sunday if I can, because I think that challenge is gonna be really fun to see. Kingdom Boy, give me a second. I can't read what you're saying right now. What I could say about your friend, I'm trying to be in a positive mood. I don't want to be sad. This is a very sad situation, and you can already hear my voice kind of cracking. Like, from my personal experience, I can tell you that depression is real, and if anybody that you know is depressed, try your best to be there for that person, and just try to get that person to see that there is more to life, that people do love them and care about them. Because when you're in such a down place in your heart and in your mind, because it's mostly a mental thing, people don't realize that it's not just a physical feeling, or just because I have a smile on my face means that I'm happy. It's more of a mental thing. You just need to let that person know that they are loved and that you understand what they're going through. Allow them to vent, because when depression sets in, you can become in a very dark place. And I'm not saying that I was ever at the moment that your friend was at, but I can easily see how a person can come to that. And that is not a place of God. I will tell you that right now. Being depressed like that, it is not a place of God. And I can see why a person, or how easily it can be to slip into a state like that. And I'm really sorry that your friend did this and he's no longer here with us. Did I do your challenge, the cinnamon challenge? I told you before that I wasn't gonna do the cinnamon challenge, because when I googled about the challenge, this girl, like, if you go on YouTube about the cinnamon challenge, there's an article about this girl. She has like bad respiratory problems, because when you're trying to swallow the cinnamon, a lot of people inhale, because it's so much, they inhale in their mouth, by mistake. It's easy to do, to inhale, and you get cinnamon all in your lungs and stuff where it's not supposed to be. And Devin already has asthma, so yeah, I don't think that's good. The blindfold challenge. No, I didn't hear about the blindfold challenge. What is that? I didn't hear anything about the blindfold challenge. Let me turn this heat on for a second while you type that up. Alex Reviews, good morning, good morning. How are you? Good morning. OMG. You gotta blindfold someone. They gotta guess what the food is. It can also be a snack. Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know nothing about that challenge. Alright, so I will put that in my challenge bank. I actually kind of had a challenge coming up that's kind of like that, so we can definitely do that. 96 gal, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Make sure you guys thumbs up the like on your way inside. I haven't gone live in a long time. So 96 girl, you're not missing anything. This is my first live in a long time. This is just on the way to work chit chat. If you guys don't know, I'm from New York. I'm New York City. I work in Queens. I deliver the mail, obviously. A few of my videos are like what I do during the day, and then after work I let you guys know what I encountered, and I kind of show you me shopping after work, me and one of my homegirls, and I do challenges, I do mukbangs, I just kind of do like little snippets of my life. And at first I was doing these like every day, almost like on my way to work, just chit-chatting about what's been going on with me and catching everybody up what's been going on with me, health-wise, mentally-wise, and what I plan on doing with my channel, the kind of videos and content I have coming out, because I have an Instagram, and I try to plug it in my description box in my videos, but because I'm so busy, when I do use my phone, I'm pretty much using analytics and stuff like that, and I'm recording, I'm trying to edit a video that I already recorded, that I'm not even paying attention to my social media like I need to. Like, I'm not on Instagram. I'll post something. That's the thing. I'll post something. If I see something, I'll send it to other people, but I'm not checking my own DMs, seeing that people already sent me stuff like 4 days ago, a week ago, you know, and it's kind of messed up, especially when people are following you from YouTube and they're writing you and you're telling them to follow you and you're not even responding, you know. So I'm working on that. Yes, US mail, it's not hard. Oh, you gotta go. Okay. Working for the post office, like I always say, it's not a hard job. You're just delivering mail and delivering packages. You just got to make sure that everything goes to the correct households, so far as the letters, the magazines, and the package. That seems simple, but people who don't work for the post office don't realize that when you go through the mail, you ever see a carrier holding mail in their hand and some of it laying across their forearm? The mail that's in your hand, that is done by a machine at the plant. The machine reads that little barcode on the bottom, and it goes to different machines, and then it goes to the post office that you're at, and it goes to your particular route, and it goes by houses. So it'll do all across the street, going up the hill, and then it come across the street and come down the hill for everybody's house. And if you're in an apartment building, it'll go for the apartment building. Sometimes it's in order from apartment 1A to 5F, or it'll just go 1A, 3A, 7F, whatever, you know. But it's a machine that does it, and also because it's a machine that does it, sometimes in the plant, letters get stuck together. So you'll have the same type of letter, like for an example, AARP, right? AARP sends out letters, I guess, for like your membership or whatever kind of stuff that they send people out. So all of AARP goes into the system, and as it's distributed to go to the different stations and go to the different routes within a station, sometimes a chunk of the AARP will get stuck together and it'll go to one route. So as I'm on the street and now I finally have the letters, I'm just going through and I'm not going one letter by one letter, because you know how long that would take. So you go through, let's say I'm delivering to 123 Sesame Street. So I'm like 123, 123, 123. I'm like just going through chunks, like at 3 at a time, right? 3 at a time, 123, 123, 123, and then until I see, because 123 is ending on an odd number, so the next number will be 125. So I'll be going through until I see 125, and I'll take all the 123, deliver it to that house, and I'll move on to the next house, which is 125, and I'll do the same thing, right? So within those letters for that house, it could be 2 letters stuck together from AARP for different areas. One will say 123 Sesame Street, the other one will say 50 Allenton Road, the other one will say for Beverly Hills, California. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes letters get stuck together, and then you have to deal with, you come the next day, or even if the customer sees it right then and there, and they'll shout you down, and then they'll chastise you and try to belittle you like you're illiterate or you're incompetent, and say things like, oh, do you not see that this doesn't belong here? Or it could be within the same borough, but it's for a totally different zip code. Oh, this obviously doesn't belong here. You cannot see that? You didn't see that when you delivered? Or they'll write on the letter a whole paragraph like, this person does not live here. You delivered this to the wrong address. And it's like, are you saying that to try to embarrass me, or, you know, to let the other customer that it belongs to know? Because you don't work for the post office, so technically you're not allowed, let me say this louder, you're not allowed to write on people's mail. You know that, right? You're not allowed to do that. If a piece of mail doesn't belong to you, all you have to do is stick it out of your mailbox so the mail carrier can see it. And when we see it, we obviously can look straight at the zip code or even the name, because we do the same routes every day. We can see, oh, this isn't such and such. You know, this person doesn't live here. This is not their mail. And we'll just take it and we'll do what we need to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that to me is the hardest part about working for the post office. Some of the customers treat you like you're stupid, like they're so perfect, mistakes can never be made. You know what I'm saying? And it's like those customers that like to call in and complain, or they like to be like, oh, my uncle works for the post office, or my uncle is a postmaster, and say things like that. I'm like, that's cool for your uncle, but I really wish that you can be a postal worker for one day. I would just let a customer do, I'll let a customer do one block. Just do one block, both sides, up and down. And then I'm gonna make you do it the way you're supposed to do it, with the speed. Go up and then come down. And I'm gonna say, okay, let's see how many mistakes you made. Let me pinpoint all the mistakes that you made. And they're really gonna feel like, oh, well, I just started. It doesn't matter, because when you get your mail done, if you know it's not your regular mail carrier, how you know that person didn't just start? But you don't care. You still talk down to them. You still write on the letters. You still, hey, you, mail person. You still do all of that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you don't have a care in the world, but now because you're on the other side, oh, now you feel some type of way. I always say it's going to be so funny, and I feel like in the future, when your mail is delivered by robots. Because then you're really going to complain when little Timmy goes to give the mailbot his mail, and then they pull it out of his hand and snatch his arm off. And then you're going to want to sue the mail company now because the robot done broke your damn kid arm off. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, oh, I remember back in the day, I had such a nice, personable mail carrier. They used to laugh and joke and, you know, take stuff for me that they're not supposed to take. And I'll buy stamps for them, you know. You're going to miss those days, right? Oh, good morning, Verns. Good morning, Booski. Purple Paisley. Good morning, Auntie. How you doing? Thank you so much for dropping by. Vern, yes, we all make mistakes, but, you know, some people are so perfect. They're so perfect. It's just so annoying. So, to catch everybody up, what I was talking about, I really wasn't talking about nothing. For those who know me, I know that I do not come to work this early at all. It is 6:53 in the morning, okay? I do not be out this early. I'm almost at work. I'm supposed to start at 8 o'clock. I start a half hour later than everybody. Everybody starts at 7. I'm going to park and go inside. Hopefully, I can start at 7. Hopefully, I get a spot. I'm actually, as I was saying earlier, I'm getting tired of my job. A lot of people see this as a career. This is not something I wanted to do. I did not grow up saying I want to be a mail lady. I want to be a mail carrier, letter carrier, whatever you want to call it. This is not something that I wanted to do. A lot of the jobs that I've had in my life, and I've had plenty of jobs, they've just been jobs. They've just been something to give me some kind of money so that I can pay whatever I need to pay off, or to have a good time, you know, just have money in my pocket. Ever since I was 16 years old or 15 years old, when I had my working papers, right? I remember I used to get working papers from your guidance counselor in high school. Okay, so, you know, my first job, I was a camp counselor down with summer youth. And then after that, my first job, I started working at Petland Discount, which is no longer a pet shop anymore. I worked there for I believe maybe 3 to 4 months, and that's the first time I ever had to deal with, you could kind of say, like a sexual harassment. I had three male managers with the same name. Okay, one was a drug addict. He was like a functioning crackhead, and the other two were both trying to sleep with me, pretty much. One of them, let's chat and whatever, and I'm like, no, I have to go home. And I guess during that time he texted the other guy, the third guy, saying that I was at his house. And when I got home, like I got off the train, the other guy called me like, oh, you let such and such hit? What are you talking about? Now mind you, this guy, he's so concerned because one day I was in the back taking care of some of the sick animals and some of the pregnant ones, and this dude actually was trying to coax me in the bathroom to have sex with him. And I was like, no, that's not happening. Like, I don't look at you like that. Like, I'm cool. And it's so funny because his pregnant, heavily pregnant girl came in the store to see him. Okay, and he had to run to the front, and it was just like, I couldn't really work there anymore. I was trying to find another job, and it's like, because that main guy who was the head manager, the one who was trying to coax me in the back, he because he was the manager, he tried to fire me, saying that I took days off that I wasn't supposed to take off. But he was incorrect because I was following a schedule that he gave me, and he just wanted to have a reason to fire me. So from there, I started working at McDonald's on Union Square, 14th Street. And then from there, I used to work at Century 21, all the way down by, was that Fulton Street in Manhattan, close to where the World Trade Center is at. And then from there, I started working at Petco, right across from where that McDonald's is at on Union Square. And I've always been a no-nonsense type of chick. Like, that's how my mom was, and that's how she raised me to be. Like, don't take no shit from nobody. And don't let nobody make you feel like you're beneath them, like you're worthless, like you're a piece of shit. My mom always told me that. She said, as soon as a mother effer makes you feel that way, I don't care if it's a job, you leave, because you're not supposed to get treated that way. These are things my mom taught me, especially with these jobs that I was working. You know, they weren't considered career positions. You know what I'm saying? So my mom taught me that. And as soon as I felt like I was being disrespectful, I was like, I'm out. I quit. I can get another job. I used to feel like what's her name? She played Pam from Martin on Everybody Hates Chris. When every time she get a job, she'd be like, I don't need a job. My husband got 3 jobs or something like that. That's how I used to feel. I'll leave a job real quick, y'all. I'll leave a job so quick because I was living with my mom. I'm an only child. I'm 18, 19. What I really need with a job? I just need some pocket money. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a bill to pay. My money was for getting my nails done, my toes done, my eyebrows, my washing set, getting me some braids. You know what I'm saying? That's all that was for. Or going to Old Navy, getting me something, you know. That's what that was for. It wasn't for nothing serious. So, let's see. At Petco, they started trying me. So, I got 2 jobs, just like her husband. I got 2 more jobs, rather. I started working. My stepfather, he was working at It was a place called Cozi's, C-O-Z-I. I don't even know if that place is still open anymore. But, and it's so funny because I had a deja vu moment when I was training, because I've had a dream that I was working at some place like kind of like a barista kind of bar kind of setting. And it's like when I was training at that place, I just looked and I was like, oh my God, yo, deja vu is so real. That's crazy how you have these images of things that hasn't happened yet, and then it happens. That's crazy. So let me get ready to go inside. Hold on. I'm not really for a season. It's for a reason. Hold on. There should be no music playing when I get inside because nobody should be there. So yeah, I worked at Kazi's for a little bit. They trained me during rush for lunch. It was a little bit of a scary experience, but I ended up getting it. Like, I was like, okay, this is not bad. So I worked at Kazi's part-time. I worked at Petco. They still was trying me. They couldn't find a reason to fire me because it's not like I was a bad worker. So what they did was they cut my hours. So they cut my hours down to I was working one day. And then I was also working at the Empire State Building. I was working at the Empire State Building. I would go there, take pictures of people. Then from there, I would leave and go to Kazi's. And then I would work those two jobs a certain amount of days. Oh my God, I wish I could find that schedule that I had. And then next thing you know, I worked that one day at Petco. Then the Empire State Building, they wasn't giving me the hours that I needed anymore. They wanted to switch my schedule, so I couldn't do it. So I started working at Auburn Payne. So I was working at Kazi's, Auburn Payne, and Petco. And then after that, I eventually I quit Petco, but I was real petty when I came to Petco. I would show up to work every day in my other job's uniform. Yeah, I used to show up in my other job uniform all the time to let them know, like, y'all not doing nothing. I have another job. Hello. So y'all look. Yeah. Clippers go to every house. So annoying. Alright, y'all, so I'm in here. I'm about to show y'all some exclusive stuff. When you come, you're supposed to clock in. That's where you clock in at. Again. Sweep your coupons. My route is 25. 2 buckets here. And then I have the bucket I just made. My packages. So. Devin, shut up. I ain't take no box. And that's the kind of stuff I be talking about. People ordering freaking Bounty. So I clocked in. I'm actually gonna start early, you guys, because it's a lot to wrap in so far as the clippers, because it goes to every single house and it's super annoying. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.